Hi everyone, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very, very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast for all signs. Oh my god, this deck feels so good. Thank you, Jen. After a month of shuffling that weak-ass deck, I'm working with a new deck that was sent to me by a viewer, Jen. And it actually feels like a solid shuffle deck, so I'm really pleased with this. We have two new decks, actually, to be honest. So I'm excited about that. We're going into August. Our tarot deck, courtesy of Jen, is the Tarot of Opposition, which should be really interesting to play with. And then my other deck that I paired it with is a Oracle deck that came to me about a month ago, and I think that it was Vicky that sent it to me. If I'm wrong about that, Vicky, let me know. But it's the book, the Oracle of Shamanic medicine. And so I felt like this Tarot of Opposition showed up just in the right time. The word opposition seems a little bit scary to me for the month of August, but Shamanic medicine should help balance it out. Plus I just thought that these are the last two decks that have shown up to me, so I'm going to pair them and see what sort of messages we get this month. I think it should be good. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu. In there is like housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about, and ways to support the channel. As I was saying, this is originally intended for Monday, the 1st of August. It is not solely set for that date. If you're seeing this reading on another date and it still makes sense to your whatever you're looking at, dealing with, or thinking about right now, please utilize it by all means. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay. Things are not broken or wrong. You're not off your path. It's just you might be working on something different. The other thing that is happening, which I'm kind of excited about, is we're going back to the grounding stones this month. So I'm really happy about that because that deck, what was it called? Shit, I don't even remember. The Hidden Truth deck? Ooh, girl, that one was like a little bit of playing the blame game all month of July. So I don't know, it's going to be nice to just have the grounding stones back. It'll feel very grounding. So, ways to support the channel, please hit the like button, that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. If you're new to me, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live or when I put up new content, which I do daily. You can subscribe to my Patreon to help support the channel financially. That way you get the daily forecast a day early if you want to be ahead of time. And then, what else? Leave a question or comment, share the video out with your friends, let your friends know about me, help me to grow my audience. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this card and see what is going on. I will reference back to the cards from the Sunday reading, which was yesterday. It will be in the lower left-hand corner of this video if you want to watch it. That's the underpinning energy and kind of what's at work in the background as we move through this week. So let's see what card comes out today. This Tarot of Opposition should be really interesting. It has like two different art styles of the same card. So like a positive and a negative. So we will see which one draws me in and what kind of messages we get. It just feels nice to shuffle a nice quality deck. Thank you so much for this, Jen. And Vicky for the Shamanic medicine deck. I believe it was Vicky. If it wasn't Vicky, whoever it was, holler it out, because sometimes I got it, like, I want to say at least a month ago, but it's been on my desk waiting, and now it's its turn. So here's our card for the day. We have the Three of Cups. Interesting to me because this, see how there's like one lady is positive and happy, and then underneath she's like not happy. Anyways, it did come out upright. Three of Cups is always about celebration, joy, that emotional energy of communion with others that we care about and love. It's usually depicted with three women dancing around, right? So it can be about reunions or coming together with those that we love. In this, though, I feel like this is about us, right? Because we have this singular woman here holding this cup, and I love that giant urn right next to her, right? So it's not only do we have our cups runneth over, or we can enjoy how we feel, there's also the fruit up here, which to me things feel abundant. But we have this giant urn here, which is filled with sort of our own emotions, and we can pull from that whenever we like, is my feeling as I'm looking at this. Also the blooming flowers, those to me are beautiful too. So there's a lot of like fertility and wonderful energy in this card. But I like that she's depicted as a singular woman versus the three women that are dancing. there might be a way, and what I'm getting from this or how I'm perceiving this is there might be a way to sit back and kind of look at situations through the eyes or the lens of love, through the eyes or the lens of emotional compassion. I feel like this is us being emotionally secure even while things might be around us like challenging or insecure. The reason why I say that is from the Sunday reading we had that Five of Wands card, and the Five of Wands is always like this sort of clash of personalities, opinions, politics, debate, fighting for one's position or stance. When I see this over that or coupled with that, it says to me that we may not be in that fight, and we saw, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not aware of it or that we're not watching it going on. But I feel like she is definitely sidelining, and we're watching from the sidelines from a place of peace and abundance, really, with all of those grapes above her head. So maintaining our own emotions today, and threes to me are always the connection of the mind, body, spirit, right? So leading with like positive emotions, positive like emotional availability for ourselves, even in the face of adversity, or you know, maybe that Five of Wands is somebody else's situation that's near and dear to us that we care about, but we don't want to get involved, or we don't want to sort of sink to that level. Does that make sense? We want to kind of maintain our emotional composure, our own positivity, and keep that sort of as our center, which we saw a lot of that in the Sunday reading too, because Justice was the middle card and the Before Sword was the end of the week card. So it's about kind of pulling inward and finding our own truth. This woman has her own emotional truth about her. She feels joyous and in control of where and how she utilizes her emotions, right? That urn also speaks to this idea that we might have a surplus of emotions, but we don't have to let them override us or take over. We can kind of maybe keep them to ourselves, hold on to them dearly through, you know, a sort of compassion sort of stance. Does that make sense? And so we can share them with those that we want and not necessarily waste them on those that are undeserving or situations that are undeserving, which would be that Five of Wands that's kind of going on underneath this. So if we find ourselves involved in, you know, or hectic situations going on around us, this too shall pass. Just center yourself in your own feelings. And also, I will say this too, that hidden truth card for this week is I wonder how you feel. So today, with the Three of Cups, we are sitting in our feels, but in a good way, in a positive way, maybe sort of, like I said, from the sidelines and not necessarily pushing or getting involved in other people's drama or melees. So let's look to the Shamanic Medicine cards and see what's going on. And I'm not familiar with either of these decks at all, guys, so this is going to be completely new and off the cuff for me, so I'm kind of excited. I love to read with new decks because you never know what kind of art and feeling will come through with these new decks. So here is the Shamanic Medicine. This is Lodge, and it is counsel. And the first thing that I think about when I see this is safety. Right? The first thing that I see about this is containment, and I feel that containment with her being here singularly, right? Where our energy, to me, feels like it's pulled in and wrapped around us in a kind, caring sort of way. This lodge would represent security, solidarity. It even feels a bit grounded to me because it's sort of hidden away in this forest and connected to nature. I love that there's a warmth with the fire coming up out of it. And counsel to me would be about taking our own counsel, taking, again, back to that what I wonder how you feel card, taking counsel of our own emotions, our own inventory of where we're at. Do we feel secure? Ideally, we should. Lodge makes me feel like it is a very secure space, safe space today for us. I will read you Lodge, and I don't know if Lodge has, they don't have numbers on them, so there will be no real numerological reading meanings with these cards. But I am going to read you Lodge just to see if there's anything else in the message of the deck. There are times to go it alone, and there are times when the experience of and help of others should be sought before taking the next step. Lodge is calling you to do just that, seek counsel. You may struggle to decide who to speak with. Don't worry that one person or the other would offer better advice. Ask as many people as you wish. Different perspective, and that asking of many people could be also the joy and the communion that the Three of Cups represents, right? Different perspectives can help you see something that hadn't occurred to you before. Ask a family member, a neighbor, a friend, or a person of authority like a police officer, solicitor, or accountant. Your genuine desire for their opinion on a matter will be met with an equally genuine response. If you are thinking of embarking on a spiritual course, inquire with as many teachers as you need to. Again, be honest in your communications, and you will soon discover that the right person for you. Asking for help and speaking about our concerns is an art of strength, not weakness. If you are met with ridicule or resistance, you will know those people need to be approached again. Lodge revealed. Central to any tribal community was the meeting house or lodge. Long before churches, village halls, courts, and other modern buildings of significance, the lodge was the hub of all communal life. It was the home of the elders and the wise, where advice could be sought, decisions made, and ceremonies held. Some cultures have managed to maintain their lodges. Across New Zealand, mares are meeting places for the Maori community. Other divinatory meetings. Good news is on the way. Someone is holding back from you. Release your fears of being judged by others. Your silence does not defend you. Be brave and speak your truth. Don't worry about the reactions of others. Integrity is key. Only accept what feels right for you. Lodge speaks. Please enter me as you must. In the words of elders, now you trust. Hear them speak of what they know. Learn well from them before you go. So I kind of feel like, to me, Lodge feels a little bit, not closed off, but enclosed, in the sense that there's a security to this. This could be about keeping our own emotional counsel today in the midst of adversity, right? Shoring ourselves up. To me, this feels very self-care, staying in, staying home. We can certainly connect to those people that we love and trust for counsel if we feel as though we need it. And that would be some of the Three of Cups reunion aspect to it, the celebration that comes with it. But I also feel like it's just okay for us to be alone in who we are and how we feel, and somewhat, not necessarily protect it, but like harvest it, or embellish isn't the right word. What's the word I'm looking for? Like growing it today, right? By settling into maybe the lodge of our heart or the lodge of our mind, and understanding and clearing away a path that, like, for us is clear, precise, safe, right? So that is what I think is going on for us today. Let me go to the grounding stone. I'm so happy to be back in this bag. It's been a month. And this is just a principle to ground in today while we're, self-caring, sitting in our emotions, understanding and being in a place of compassion. The word is on carnelian, which associates with the root chakra, which to me, I said Lodge was quite grounded, right, and connected to nature there. It's also protected by that forest and trees. It's strategically placed. To me, it feels like a safe space for us today, even in the midst of that Five of Wands that underpins this. The word is knowledge, our own knowledge, and that could be from that idea of Lodge being about counsel and seeking knowledge from others, or seeking emotional knowledge and wisdom from within, right? But today we want to ground in the knowledge that we have or that we receive, ground in it through our first chakra and utilize it to the best of our ability and expand that knowledge, right? That's what maybe the word that I was looking for earlier is expanding our sense of security and safety, or like our own emotional awareness through compassion that we're going to be okay, right? Even no matter what's going on around us. I hope that makes sense, guys. I really am excited about these new decks and being back with the grounding stone. I hope you guys are enjoying these readings. Please let me know if they make sense to you. The other thing with Lodge, this would be a great day to spruce up your home or stay home and do little projects that make you feel good, okay? And please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave me a message or a comment, a question. Let me know that you're here, and share the video out. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.